as you look at this panel, this is a multidisciplinary panel. People are coming from different aspects of healthcare. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why you might want a geriatrician on your team. First question is going to be, well, what is geriatrics? The word geriatrics actually comes from the Greek old man healer. And geriatrics focuses on both promoting health and dealing with disability and disease in older adults. So a geriatrician is usually either an internist or a family practitioner who has additional training in dealing specifically with the issues of older adults. They are trained to work in a team approach. They learn to deal with frailty, disability, and patient preference and family preference, as well as end-of-life issues. So it's really very different. They also learn to deal with the unique aspects of the older adult. So what are those unique aspects? Basically, an older individual is just not someone who's chronologically older and needs the same things, right? So as you get older, there are changes to the body that are normal aging. For example, your kidney function declines with age, and that may affect how medications are prescribed and in what doses, right? We know that hearing loss is normal, can be normal with age, high-frequency hearing loss, which may even affect the way you're dealing with somebody in a group setting, right? We know that older people take more medications, more prescription medications, and more over-the-counter medications. So it affects their health care because dosing has to be different. Older people also may have what we call syndromes, geriatric syndromes. They're not one diagnosis, like someone who's recurrently falling. It may be due to many things. They may have many medical problems, not just their high blood pressure, but their high blood pressure, their diabetes, their osteoporosis, and on top of that, their dementia. So they have many things. And diseases present differently. So if I got pneumonia, the chances are that I would have a cough and a fever, and I would go and seek medical care. An older person, especially one with cognitive problems, might just be more confused or more lethargic and may never show the fever or the cough that is a presenting symptom of pneumonia in a younger person. So some of these things sound like your family members or the person you're caring for with Lewy body? Yep. So who needs to see a geriatrician? So basically, people who need to see a geriatrician or who might benefit are those who are dealing with multiple medical problems, frailty, cognitive issues, functional issues, multiple psychosocial problems, because they're going to help coordinate your team as well. So your team could be all in one place. You're fortunate enough to be working in a center where all these disciplines work together. That's great. But it can be a virtual team. It can be your geriatrician speaking to your neurologist, talking to your physical therapist, interfacing with a social worker, or your caregiver. So it can be an on-site team, it can be a virtual team. So the team approach is really important in geriatric medicine, right? So the next thing people ask me is, I need one of these. How do I find one? Where do I get one of these people? Right? So you can, the American Geriatric Society has a consumer website called Health and Aging. You can go to healthandaging.org, and there's a list of healthcare providers who deal with geriatric issues, so by state. So you can do that. You can, if your neurologist, if your other healthcare providers are associated with a particular hospital or university medical center, call them. Ask them if they have a department or division of geriatrics, because it's always better to try to have all your team members in the same place, because they can email each other, they can interface, and hopefully they can read the same medical record. Not always true.